What's going on, guys? So we're back with a new video, and in today's one, DayZ have finally released their roadmap for 2021. So a couple of minutes ago, DayZ released their roadmap for 2021 and what we're going to kind of expect and what they want to be able to do during the course of the year. They started off saying they kicked off the year with the release of update 111. While the game update might not be packed with new features and content, it did allow us to focus on our backlog of issues and provided us with enough space to prepare this year's schedule. As mentioned in our previous DayZ post, we are committed to supporting DayZ through 2021 by releasing regular game updates, just like we did in 2020. The support will come in form of new content, features, balancing, and conditional bug fixing. This article would outline part of our focus for this year. One thing we'll be introducing to the game is new firearms. Unlike previous years, we intend to mix things up more by introducing weapons which weren't present in the legacy version of DayZ. You can already see evidence of this with the brand new SVAL rifle we introduced with the last game update. Another area of focus that's important for us this year is balancing the damage system. For example, we intend to look at how we can improve melee mainly against infected, including a more consistent way of leading stealth kills, rewarding players for a stealth approach. We would also like to look into differentiating more individual firearms, as well as increasing the chances of PvP encounters ending in an unconscious state rather than instant death. Now, I uploaded a video a couple of days ago from the DayZ podcast where we talked about them fixing the PvP system and the health system, and it actually looks like this is the main focus for the year. So from that video, it looks like our thoughts might be fixed and we're going to get a more unconscious state for stuff, so less one tap space. Along with our efforts to improve melee with the infected will be a larger focus on infected AI reactions to their surroundings. This includes balancing existing noise sources and adding new ones such as light or doors opening. We'd also like to experiment with new capabilities for the infected AI. With them trying to experiment on new capabilities for the AI, does this mean we're going to get things like doors being able to be broken down by zombies and such like that? Well, we don't know, we'll have to wait and see. To spice up your adventures, we begin looking into introducing a new type of environmental threat to both of our maps. So I'm guessing this is going to be either an animal or a new weather effect maybe, or something like that. It doesn't point out what, but either way it's going to be cool. We intend to improve feedback to players on the state of their character. This should include various stats like bleeding, hunger, thirst, and more throughout post-processed sounds, effects, and particles. So I think they're going to... Some players like to play with the HUD off and stuff like that, and sometimes when you get a cut or something, you don't realize you're bleeding until you start going black and white, and at that stage it's kind of nearly too late. So I'm guessing they're going to try and make it so it's more obvious that you're cut or bleeding or hurt or stuff like that. Also being considered is further iteration of the in-game respawn menu. A bit clunky sometimes when you have a character set up and you respawn, it doesn't give you your character and stuff like that. We want to focus more on seasonal events, mainly by improving additional events throughout the year, as well as enriching the events themselves, mostly through new in-game assets. So it looks like we're going to get some new in-game assets for seasonal events. Last but certainly not least, we will continue to support our creative community, i.e. modders and server owners. So there has been a lot of talk between modders and server owners that the communication between the devs and modders and server owners and stuff has not been very, very good, and they want to be able to bring more clarity between modders and stuff, because when an update releases, a big update releases for DayZ, then the modders have to go and fix their mods for a game, and if the modders don't know that the update is going to be released, it's going to cause a big kind of mess in community service because mods don't work with the update and all this stuff. So I think modders are kind of wanting more clarity as to when updates are coming out so they can prepare their mods and get them ready, so there's less broken stuff happening between updates. Our plan is to release 4 more game updates this year, and in an effort to breathe fresh air into the official Hive, we've also decided to incorporate semi-regular wipes of character and server persistent files, bases, vehicles, etc. So there's going to be more wipes on official servers, which is good. I know some players on console stuff would be like, that's the stupidest, worst update ever, but it's really, really good. So it helps performance, it helps the loot economy as well, and so, you know, people won't be hoarding loot. So 6 months down the road, for example, you can't find a gun anywhere and all the M4s and SVDs and all that are stored in bases and you just can't find any, so this will help with that. We won't be doing these wipes with every update. We want to make sure there's an ending and a new beginning every 3 to 4 months. We already started with the game update 111 and we expect to do more this year. Whilst these wipes will always be synchronized with game updates, the reasons are purely balance related and not of a technical nature. We remain committed to providing compatibility between updates, so none of the wipes will be forced on community run servers. Rest assured that all wipes will always be announced a few weeks ahead of schedule. During that time, we might spice things up on the official Hive like we did in 111 with the increased occurrence of heli crash sites. So a lot of cool stuff there. At least they're clear on what they're kind of wanting to do. With the updates that they kind of have planned and the stuff they're trying to add and tweak and stuff, it looks like it's going to be really cool. So by the end of the year, you know, this game might be a completely different experience to what we're having right now, or it might not. It all depends. And then their last little bit, in order to achieve all of the above and more, we're continuing to expand our development team. If you happen to be interested or know someone who is, you can check out their available positions on the website. I will leave this article linked in the description down below as usual, and if you want to read through it yourself, you can. Well, that's pretty much it, and it's good to see that they finally got around to kind of rolling out a roadmap because it was needed. So it's looking good. The future's looking bright for the game, and yeah, it's going to be cool to see where it goes. So let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section as usual, and until then, I shall catch you guys in the next one. So peace out for now.